Today's music. Yesterday's hits.
In the headlines, agriculture in St. Vincent and the Grenadines gets a major boost as the Langley Park processing facility opens. CXC overhauls school-based assessments to curb AI misuse. President Trump orders FBI probe into alleged Chinese interference in 2020 U.S. election. And in sports, cricket legend and national hero of Barbados Sir Garfield Sobers dies at age 89. These and other stories coming up in SVG-TV's news and sports this evening.
Good evening and welcome to SVG-TV News and Sports for Friday, July 17th, 2026. I am Twyla Thompson with the details. A leafy vegetable and root crop processing and packaging facility at Langley Park has been handed over to the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Rural Transformation as part of the Republic of India's SME development project. High Commissioner of the Republic of India to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, His Excellency Subhash P. Gupta, officially presented the facility to the Minister of Agriculture, Forestry and Rural Transformation, Honorable Israel Bruce. The two officials also unveiled a commemorative plaque marking the completion of the project. The facilities
One of the challenges is that we have marketing facilities that were otherwise just left, unutilized. And what we're doing is activating these facilities. Of course, we got support from a trusted partner by way of the Republic of India under the Seeds Initiative. And we would like to thank, of course, Ambassador Gupta and your predecessors, the government of India, for the support that we're getting in making this a reality. At the end of the day, I like to refer to a much quoted proverb: if you want to go far, go with company. And our partnership with India is absolutely something that we cherish, and we're going to make it work.
Area Representative and Minister of Social Welfare, Community Empowerment, Disaster Management and National Heritage, Honorable Siobhan John, thanked the government and people of India for partnering with St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the development of agriculture in St. Vincent and the Grenadines through the 3 food processing facilities.
We know these are agriculture areas, and our farmers have been looking forward for something that will add value to the produce that they are working so hard to get on the table of both the international market and the domestic market. And today we can feel very proud of that from this facility, the householder in New York or the householder in Barbados can pick up a pouch and put it in their pot, ready made. And I'm really happy. This will assist also in empowering our farmers. Farmers are always looking forward for something that will benefit them.
Also expressing gratitude for India's support, Minister of Agriculture, Forestry and Rural Transformation, Honorable Israel Bruce, said the project comes at a time when the new NDP administration has clearly identified agriculture tourism, the blue economy, and the orange economy as 4 key pillars for building the country's economy.
Today, we are advancing one step further within the agricultural sector to contribute towards economic development. I have seen where a number of farmers have been echoing sentiments of having to plant large amounts of dashin, great investment to plant, to care for, and to reap. But when it's time to reap, the payment that they are likely to receive is so small that it becomes a distraction. This government is committed. Not too long ago, I returned from California, where we held discussion with a company in the United States of America, and we have signed a memorandum of understanding. I am told sometime today the draft contract should be on my desk, where we will now nail things down and move closer to the first shipment of dashin from St. Vincent and the Grenadines onward to the United States of America.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Rural Transformation has distributed fattener pigs and goat kits to farmers as part of the efforts to strengthen national food security and increase rural agricultural incomes. The distribution held on July 8th at the Rabaca Livestock Station was carried out under the UBEC Unleashing of the Blue Economy of the Caribbean Emergency Response for Livestock Project. Permanent Secretary Acting Colville King said the initiative forms part of the government's efforts to improve food security.
2022, we initiated this project, and the project was based around ensuring that we don't move into a food crisis following the volcanic eruption, the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as global financial issues. What we want to do is ensure, regardless of the external shocks, we want to be able to provide for ourselves. And of course, protein is a critical component of our food security. And of course, the Animal Health and Production Division at the time identified pigs, sheep, goats, rabbits, cattle, essentially to replace all of the bloodlines and to ensure that we can have much higher carcass weight for the same effort. And that's important to provide more food for ourselves, more meat for ourselves, and hopefully the consumer can reap some benefit down the road.
Minister of Agriculture, Forestry and Rural Transformation, Honorable Israel Bruce, highlighted the ministry's continued partnership with the International Cooperation Development Fund, ICDF, noting that the collaboration is helping to address key needs within St. Vincent and the Grenadines' agriculture sector. Minister Bruce added that the project supports the government's commitment to reducing food imports by increasing local production and ensuring that more of the food consumed by Vincentians is produced locally. The Beckway Anglican School is one of 3 primary schools in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and among 10 regional schools selected to participate in the 18-month Zero Hunger EU Can Cultivating Futures projects. In an interview with SVG-TV News at the launch of the project, teacher and supervisor of the school's Early Childhood Center, Rochelle Tanis, said the school is privileged to be part of the initiative, especially for the benefits of its students.
We are so happy and proud to be a part of the Zero Hunger, the EU Can School Gardens initiative, because we find it's very important, especially for us coming from the Grenadine Islands. We know how expensive it is to eat healthy, so being able to grow our own food and have the children involved in the process, learning about the process of agriculture and nutrition benefits and integrating it within our curriculum, we can build a better food resilient community so that our children can carry on from us, and hopefully they will be able to take this knowledge and share with the parents as well, who are part of our stakeholders. They can take that knowledge back home and do their own home gardens so that what we grow, we can.
Tanis noted the challenges Beckwith faces due to climate change-related issues and stressed the importance of preparing students from an early age. She said the school has already developed a plan for implementing its school gardening project.
It is the entire school. So the Beckwith Anglican Primary has an early childhood attached to it, which I'm the supervisor for the early childhood section. We are working together as a whole school from the little ones right up to grade 6. Everybody is going to be a part of the gardens. Our ideas we have discussed with the teachers. We're going to have from the preschool right up. We're going to take responsibilities for different parts of the garden because we have ample space around the schoolyard that we can utilize growing our foods. So everybody will be responsible for that. Some of our challenges due to the climate and the lack of rainfall, that's certainly some of the issues that we face, but hopefully with the help of this project, we can look at more sustainable ways that we can continue our gardens due to the climate, the challenges of the climate change.
The other primary schools selected to participate in the UCAN Cultivating Futures project are the Calico Government School and the Chateaubelair Government School. Health practitioner Dr. Joy Walters is encouraging parents and guardians to make their children's health and safety a priority during the school vacation. Speaking on NBC Radio's Face-to-Face program, Dr. Walters stressed the importance of ensuring that children are properly supervised while they are on vacation. She noted that adolescents who may be left at home alone should be placed in safe environments where their well-being is protected.
Home is a hazardous place. I would recommend having an adult still looking on them. You give them strict instructions as what not to do and what to do. Because you don't want a child going around the fire while you're not there, unless it's a child that is an adolescent and understands how to navigate their way around the kitchen. Like I said, you lock away all the things that can potentially be toxic and so on that they're prone to ingest. You lay out foods that they can easily access, right? And food and drinks that they can easily access until your arrival at home. Anything that you have lying around that can be pulled down or turned over or just fall off for any little breeze that pass, you want to secure these things at your home.
Dr. Walters also emphasized the importance of maintaining healthy eating habits as children prepare for the new school term.
Like I mentioned earlier, sleep is very important. And just like how the deworming thing used to be, long time parents used to ensure their child go to sleep at a certain time, because this is something I used to
as soon as the fall gone in,
yes,
you're going in too.
Yes, and they had this saying where old people would say you will be short if you don't get enough sleep.
Yeah.
Now, do you know that scientifically, yes, there are growth hormones released while the body is at sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So these things don't just fall out of thin air.
So they go right.
Yeah. So in terms of the deworming and so on, you can still give your child something if you suspect they have worms. It's not a must, if you're suspecting that they're ill beyond what you can control at home, don't be home and trying to medicate them. Please take them to one of the health centers or to their pediatrician so that they can be checked out.
Dr. Walters said taking these simple steps during the vacation period can help keep children safe, healthy, and prepared for the starting of the upcoming school year. Vinci Mas 2026 boosts tourist arrivals, says Tourism Minister. This and other stories coming up when we return with more local news. Stay with us.
Livestock,
Welcome to the upgraded Sea-Star Limited,
where we offer to almost all your household items.
They've expanded their range to sofas, dining and patio sets, beds and mattresses, wardrobes, kitchen cabinets, office furniture. That's just a few from the luxurious collection. Not forgetting their signature quality windows, doors, rails and bathroom enclosures. Journey on up to Sea-Star, where their friendly sales clerk is happy to assist. Sea-Star Limited, where quality meets style.
A funeral service should be one that you can be proud of. One that leaves lasting memories of your loved ones. And that's where you need the New Haven Funeral Home. We are proud of the quality and class we have brought to the industry. We are proud for having trained the very first certified embalmers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are proud of leading the way in terms of live streaming of funerals online so that your family members overseas could also be part of the celebration of life. We are constantly improving our services. We are driven by customer satisfaction and we are proud of all that we do.
New Haven Funeral Home.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices, then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
On Friday, July 17th, you can help realize your dreams with a lotto jackpot of $118,000. Your dream vacation, a university degree, that new ride, your new house can all suddenly be within your reach. What a Little Lotto can do. It's a lotto jackpot of $118,000 this Friday, July 17th. You have to be in it to win it.
Courts presents their 2026 All-Range event. Be inspired at all Court stores nationwide. Come see what's new in everyday furniture and appliances. Get a chance to win an Indorama 30-inch stove with appliance purchase of $5,999 or more. Great deals on TVs and wall mounts. Everyday great value on mattresses. Bedroom bundle deals up to 25% off. Be inspired at the Courts 2026 All-Range event. Affordable convenience for your home. Only at Courts. Bringing value home. Offer ends July 25th, 2026. Conditions apply.
Welcome back. Vincimas 2026 has reportedly contributed to an increase in tourist arrivals, according to the Minister of Tourism, Honorable Dr. Kishore Shallow. Speaking with SVG-TV News on the sidelines of the launch of the Zero Hunger Trust Fund's EU CAB project, Dr. Shallow expressed satisfaction with the hosting of the country's festival, which concluded last week.
We're quite pleased with what we saw. We haven't really gotten the stats yet, which we're waiting on, and the statistic would inform obviously how well we did. But on the surface, we believe that it was one of the biggest carnival in a long time. Certainly based on the fact that hotels were booked out, the events were sold out, especially those private events. So overall, I would say we are pleased.
While expressing satisfaction with this year's festival, Minister Shallow noted that there are still some challenges that will need to be addressed.
I think that there's still some opportunities for improvement in terms of the traditional events, the CDC events, and so that is something that we're going to try and improve on, because while we appreciate the fact that the private events have been growing over the years and doing really well and attracting our foreigners to St. Vincent and the Grenadines for Vincimas, we also want our traditional events to continue to play a critical part in the festival. So we're going to improve on that, but overall we are quite pleased.
2 public murals were unveiled earlier today at the Unveiling Sporting Complex, celebrating the rich cultural heritage of St. Vincent and the Grenadines through 2 significant themes, Good Old Kingstown and Alia Love Play. The Minister of Youth, Sports, Culture and Creative Industries said the murals are part of efforts to highlight the country's cultural identity and showcase the talents of local creatives. Manager of the National Sports Council, Renson Haynes, congratulated the artists for their efforts in creating the murals.
They are not just for you who might have done it. I mean, you will get the compliment obviously because of your talent, but also what you depict on these walls. What you depict on these walls are things that transform even societies, communities, even not to mention much in it, but the murals are the calico playing field, for example. You have icons, you have legends, you have persons that are going to look at these murals and see, and they're going to be a lasting impact within different communities. So I would just like to say it was my pleasure. It was our pleasure on behalf of the National Sports Council here at the Unveiling Sporting Facility to give the permission and to work out an agreement where this art could be displayed. So again, I just want to congratulate all who have taken part in this initiative and to let you know that you have the support of the National Sports Council. Ms. Stewart and everyone else on the team, to the ministry, we are here for you. We are here to work with you. We know that every circumstance may not always be fitting in terms of where in the wall do you put it, where in the stadium. You probably can't put it on the top of the Frank G. Thomas or whatever, but we will find a space for you. These initiatives are initiatives that we need to support, and myself in my capacity here at the Sports Council, we would always give you that opportunity. As long as there's right conversations, right agreements, we are here to support you.
Callaloo Nation representative and artist Antonio Cruikshank said art has always been a powerful way to tell stories, preserve history, and bring communities together. He thanked all the artists and participants involved.
Alia Love Play celebrates the joy of childhood and the traditional games that brought Vincentian communities together. It reminds us of the friendships, lessons, and happy memories created through play, while encouraging younger generations to appreciate these important traditions. Good Old Kingstown honors the rich history and everyday life of our capital city. It celebrates the people, places, and memories that shaped Kingstown, preserving its heritage and inspiring pride in our Vincentian identity. Creating these works was about more than painting walls. It was about preserving our stories and transforming public spaces into places of learning, reflection, and cultural pride. Every brushstroke reflects the collaboration, dedication, and passion of everyone who contributed to these projects. We hope that everyone who visits these murals sees a piece of themselves in them. Whether they bring back memories of childhood, remind us of our shared history, or simply inspires conversation, we hope they continue to connect generations and celebrate what it means to be Vincentian.
Visual Arts Development Officer in the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Creative Industries, Shanique Stewart, said the murals are more than paintings on walls. They represent collective memories made visible through the creativity and contributions of the artists and other participants involved in the project.
This reminds us that although times change, our history never disappears. It evolves, it adapts, and it finds new ways to live on. That there is legacy. I would like to acknowledge that this project was made possible through the support of the GIFT project, and I sincerely thank them for investing in our people and creating opportunities for cultural development and community engagement through the arts. Since assuming the role of the Visual Arts Development Officer, I have made it my mission to ensure that the visual arts become more visible, more valued, and more accessible throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This journey in 2026 has taken us from the expressions of our nation's sculpture mural at the Peace Memorial Hall to the Calico Mural Project and now to the Annisville Sporting Complex. Each project has
CXC overhauls school-based assessments to curb AI misuse. This from the region when we return. Stay with us.
The Everready Funeral Home at French's is your friend in times of grief. With over 40 years' experience, they are prepared to take care of all your funeral arrangements. Embalming, lowering device service, grave mattresses, carpeting, vaults, tombs and wreaths. Arrangements for television obituaries. Cremation is available upon request. Everready Funeral Home offers the finest in caskets and coffins, local and imported. So, in your time of need, call Everready Funeral Home at any time. 456-1494. Everready Funeral Home, offering service above self.
Pharmacy, why choose us? We have all the prescriptions and over-the-counter medications, personal care products, lowest price guaranteed. Located conveniently next to the Bank of SVG on Grenville Street. Opening hours Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Email us bowmanpharmacy@yahoo.com. Call us today at 456-2235 or 593-3918. Bowman's Pharmacy, easy to find and ready to serve you.
Welcome back. The Caribbean Examinations Council is scrapping its long-standing school-based assessment model for most subjects, replacing it with a closed-book exam format after growing concerns over AI-generated work. Director of Operations Dr. Nicole Manning says the shift is set to roll out in phases starting in 2027. This shift aims to restore trust in what a CXC grade actually proves. We hear more in this report.
For decades, students across the region built part of their CXC grade through take-home projects known as SBAs. Now, artificial intelligence has forced the council's hand. Dr. Nicole Manning says the tools have made it too easy for students to submit work that isn't their own.
The important distinction is this. AI may assist preparation, but students' competence must be demonstrated under controlled examination conditions without the use of AI. When AI is used to produce an SBA that is submitted as a student's own original effort, we can no longer be certain whose work we are assessing. And when we cannot be certain of that, the integrity of the qualification itself is placed at risk.
Not every subject is affected. Hands-on courses like visual arts, music, and phys ed keep the SBA format since project work still shows something a written exam can't capture. But subjects like math, English, and Caribbean history are moving to a new closed book paper, one that gives students their topic a month in advance and allows notes in the exam room. The council says the change wasn't made without input. Nearly 2,400 educators across the region weighed in before the plan was approved.
Noting that more than half of the respondents in favor of the reform recommended implementation as early as the 2027 examination session.
However, full rollout of CSEC subjects lands in 2028, with schools given a choice between the old and new formats during the transition year. Manning says the goal isn't to police students with detection software, but to protect what a certificate stands for. CXC says more guidance is coming for schools before the changes take hold, including webinars and support for local registrars across all 21 territories. For decades, students across the region.
The international news is coming up next. Stay with us.
Quality products, quality care, low prices, great customer service, all at Q-Care Pharmacy. Q-Care leads the way, providing all your pharmaceutical needs, a variety of personal care products, and so much more. Located on Halifax Street. Telephone number 451-2690. Q-Care Pharmacy, where the Q stands for quality.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. $240,000. That's the Super 6 jackpot. For Friday, July 17th, it's $240,000. More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Singer is a family store. We sell everything you need for your kitchen and more. TVs, fridges, cookers. We make your life so easy. Just come in and see us. A wide range of furniture. Right here at Singer. Affordable beds and mattresses. Right here at Singer. Washing machines to make your laundry clean and fresh. Singer is a family store that gives you the best hire purchase deals. Right here at Singer. We'll outfit your home. Right here at Singer. The #1 family store. It's us with Singer.
Since 2012, we have provided reliable, professional dialysis services in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are now proud to offer you new solutions for your health problems. Each new solution is being delivered to you with the same high degree of care and professionalism. We also use the best technology in the delivery of our services. So, does your doctor need a precise view of what's happening inside your body? Let us perform an ultrasound for you. Ladies, if it's your breasts, then choose our mammography service. For all issues related to men and women's health at any stage in your life, our team can perform the necessary investigations to put your mind at ease and recommend solutions for your problems. If it's to see within your chest or check for broken bones and fractures, then use our state-of-the-art U-Arm X-ray service. For you aging men and women, we can now check your bone density, which will reduce any complications that may arise with overall bone health, osteoporosis, or arthritis. Health Solutions will provide answers and results in a timely, accurate manner in the most comfortable environment, while you are taken care of by well-trained and experienced staff. Please call us today at 451-2836 or 434-3170, or visit us online at healthsolutionsSVG.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Health Solutions, where we are providing solutions in SVG with care.
Welcome back. On the international scene, U.S. President Donald Trump has ordered the FBI to investigate what he described as Chinese interference in the 2020 U.S. presidential election. In a televised address, Trump announced the declassification of thousands of documents that he said related to alleged vulnerabilities in the U.S. electoral system. We hear more in this report.
Good evening.
Donald Trump took his campaign against voter fraud to U.S. television Thursday night, unveiling records the president says prove China interfered in the 2020 presidential elections and undermined his first term in office.
First, they show that over a period of years, starting during the 2020 election cycle, the People's Republic of China carried out what is believed to be the largest compromise of election data in history, resulting in China's illicit acquisition of 220 million U.S. voter files.
Trump also accuses what he calls the deep state, members of the U.S. intelligence community, of covering up China's interference.
They did not disclose to me as president or to anyone else, and to the best of our knowledge, they did not inform Congress. In fact, all they kept saying is, this is the most secure election in the history of our country.
Trump's accusation could prove very problematic. While he has long praised President Xi Jinping as a visionary leader, Trump's administration has long viewed the Chinese state with deep suspicion, restricting student and business visas to prevent espionage, banning advanced tech equipment sales, and imposing tariffs to counter what Trump calls product dumping in the U.S. market. Now, the FBI's investigation into alleged Chinese electoral interference could change the prospects for a successful state visit to the White House in late September, if the accusations don't force the Chinese president to cancel his trip. President Trump's speech on elections integrity has turned out to be more than a matter of midterm elections. He has leveled international allegations of malpractice against the country's biggest trading partner and geopolitical rival.
That's the news. Sports is just ahead. But before that, let's take a look at the local weather forecast.
The weather report sponsored by General Hardware.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices, then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
Present conditions: cloudy, breezy, and slightly hazy. Winds northeast at 30 kilometers per hour. Temperature 28.2 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 83%. Barometric pressure 14.7 millibars. 24-hour rainfall trace. Today's maximum temperature 30 degrees Celsius. Today's minimum temperature 23.5 degrees Celsius. The synopsis: the Atlantic high pressure system is the dominant feature. The forecast: occasionally cloudy and breezy with slight haze and few showers. Weather advisory: be aware of occasional gusty winds. Sea conditions: moderate in open waters with swells 1.5 meters to 2.5 meters. Marine advisory: small craft operators and sea bathers should exercise caution for above normal swells and occasional gusty winds. Sunset 6:35 p.m. and sunrise 5:46 a.m.
The weather report was sponsored by General Hardware.
Good evening and welcome to the evening sports. I'm Triska Campbell. Barbados has lost one of its living national heroes and the greatest cricketer the game has ever known. The Right Excellent Sir Garfield Sobers passed away this morning. He was 89 years old. Sir Gary leaves behind an unmatched legacy that transformed the game of cricket. Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Amor Motley, in a statement, paid tribute to the late Sir Garfield Sobers.
My fellow Barbadians, friends of Barbados and lovers of cricket in every corner of the world, this is a solemn hour for our nation. It is with profound sadness that I now advise the people of Barbados, the region, and the wider cricketing world of the passing of the Right Excellent Sir Garfield St. Albans Sobers, our beloved Sir Gary. Across Barbados and across the world, we hold him with gratitude, with reverence, and with the tender sorrow that comes when a people have to say farewell to one of their greatest sons. Sir Garfield St. Albans Sobers, our Sir Gary, did not begin life among privilege or parade. He began in Walcott Avenue, Baylan, a boy of Barbados, shaped by family, community, loss, discipline, and faith. He traveled from Bayland to Kensington, from Kensington to Sabina Park, and onto the world stage, carrying his country, Barbados, carrying the West Indies, and carrying the Caribbean as a whole with distinction. Long before people spoke about the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the mighty Sparrow settled the debate in song. He asked, "Who is the greatest cricketer on Earth or Mars?" Anyone can tell you it is the great Sir Garfield Sobers. Sir Gary is remembered as the greatest cricketer, the greatest all-rounder the world has ever seen. Not simply because of his records, but because he became the standard by which greatness would forever be measured. We remember the image of Sir Gary kneeling less than a mile from where he was born to receive his knighthood from Queen Elizabeth, knowing full well that his people had already crowned him in their hearts. For many years, Sir Gary was our only living national hero, though the world had already recognized him long before we in Barbados made it official. There is a story from Swansea in 1968 that still feels larger than sport. On the fifth ball of that immortal over, Roger Davis held the catch. Then the momentum carried him beyond the rope. The boundary itself could not contain Sir Gary. That was his life. Every innings, however great, must at some point come to a close. The finest innings do not end in silence. They end with the whole ground rising and with the grateful people saying, "Thank you," and "Yes, we love you." I had the opportunity to speak to his children, and I therefore publicly now say that on behalf of the government and people of Barbados, I extend my deepest condolences to them. Sir Gary, Barbados stands for you. The West Indies stands for you. The world stands for you, for an innings that was so well played, Sir Gary, so well played. We will always love you.
President of Cricket West Indies, Dr. Kishore Shallow, has also paid tribute to Sir Garfield Sobers. According to a statement via CWI Media, Dr. Shallow said, "As a young cricketer, I was fortunate to benefit from Sir Garfield Sobers' contribution through the Sir Garfield Sobers International Under-19 Cricket Tournament. I remain grateful not only for that opportunity, but for the encouragement, wisdom, and support he personally shared with me over the years. His kindness and influence will forever remain a treasured part of my journey." Sir Garfield Sobers has completed his final innings, but his legacy will forever endure in the hearts of our region and the story of the cricketing world. On behalf of Cricket West Indies, I offer our heartfelt condolences to his family, the government and people of Barbados, and all those across the world who mourn his passing. Spain and Argentina face off in the World Cup final with history on the line. The match features a clash between Lamine Yamal and Lionel Messi, while New York smoke concerns add another challenge ahead of the big game. Al Jazeera's Paul Rees has more in this report.
New York and New Jersey are under a thick layer of smoke, but the path to glory is clear for Spain and Argentina. One more victory is all it takes when the two teams meet in Sunday's World Cup final. That would mean a second World Cup title for Spain and a fourth for Argentina, and their second in a row after Lionel Messi led them to the trophy in Qatar 4 years ago. Now, there are some concerns about that air quality, which is due to smoke from Canadian wildfires moving south. But forecasters hope rain will ease some of the effects before Sunday, while one former finalist who experienced the air quality on Thursday doesn't believe it will be a problem.
No, but it's strange. I have never seen this situation in New York, but it's strange, but no, not affected.
Argentina trained in Georgia a day after their comeback win over England in Atlanta, when Lautaro Martinez scored the winning goal from Messi's cross. Spain, meanwhile, were already in New Jersey, having had an extra day since their semi-final win over France in Dallas. Sunday's final also sees a matchup between Spain's teenager Lamine Yamal and Argentina's 39-year-old Messi. They've never met on the pitch before, but it's almost 19 years since they first met in person. Messi was famously pictured holding a 5-month-old Yamal when the Argentinian was a 20-year-old at Barcelona. Yamal turned 19 a few days ago. Sunday will also help us see how much he's grown into his potential to be Messi's heir as modern football's greatest star. Paul Rees, Al Jazeera, Jersey City.
Stephanie Taylor has made West Indies cricket history, becoming the first woman from the region to reach 10,000 international runs. The Jamaican batter sealed the milestone with back-to-back centuries as the Maroon Warriors swept Ireland women 3-0. TTT Sports' Narisha Mohammed tells us more in this report.
Stephanie Taylor got to 10,000 international runs and her 10th ODI century in style, striking 105 of 113 deliveries in the series finale in Bredy, Northern Ireland. She's now the 5th woman in the world and the first from the West Indies to cross 10,000 international runs.
Well, I do feel proud of myself. For the last year or so, or probably a couple months, I've been working really hard to get back my body fit and, score some runs for the team. So I'm really happy about that.
It was also her second straight ODI 100, making her only the second West Indies women's player to ever score back-to-back centuries, after captain Hayley Matthews did it earlier in the same series. The sweep hands the West Indies 6 crucial ICC Women's Championship points towards automatic World Cup qualification.
But I think I'm really proud of the way we played. It's been a while. I find that we played like this, and to come away with 6 points, clean sweep. I'm really proud of us as a team.
And for the generations coming up behind her, she knows she leaves a legacy.
So I always put in a lot of hard work and, show people that, why, women should play and we can play.
Team St. Vincent and the Grenadines' boys won an historic squash title at the 2026 Caribbean Junior Squash Championships, which climaxed in Tortola, the British Virgin Islands, on Thursday. The boys secured 2 gold medals in the under-17, 1 silver medal in the boys' doubles, and 1 bronze medal in the under-19 category. Despite all that, Team SVG had to settle for 3rd place in the overall championships. That's how we end sports this evening. I'm Triska Campbell. We'll be right back to wrap things up.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentions for years with their high prices. They claim General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
Welcome back. Now for a second look at the headlines. Agriculture in SVG gets major boost as the Langley Park processing facility opens. CXC overhauls school-based assessments to curb AI misuse. President Trump orders FBI probe into alleged Chinese interference in 2020 U.S. election. And in sports, cricket legend and national hero of Barbados, Sir Garfield Sobers, dies at age 89. Now for a recap of the weather forecast. Occasionally cloudy and breezy with slight haze and few showers. On behalf of all of us here at SVG-TV, thanks for viewing. I'm Twyla Thompson, inviting you to visit our Facebook page for a recap of the news and daily headlines. Also, check out SVG-TV's news in 15 weekdays at 12:45 p.m. Again, thanks for viewing and enjoy the rest of your evening.